executioners.
Need more time. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Shielding.
Need more time. Heal me! Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting. Need more time. Heal me! I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Not ready yet. Need more time. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Out!
Need more time. I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Got it. Finally. Thank you. Nice. Andy, nice. Thank you, Philip. Awesome. Man. That conduit, though, it was kind of sad. Because I knew that I wasted too much time. I had to walk all the way around, not to get procced. So I lost time. And then I lost time on the first elite. Because of the two minions that were supposed to die. One had like 4% HP, and another one had like 10% HP. And then I had to force the issue on that pinkish red ring. And then I tried to force right underneath him in that missile dampening, and then I got proc and dead. Like instantly. So I lost time with instead of breaking even, I lost time right from the get-go. And so that hurt already. And then I had to like play safely against ice porcupines, and I know that it's like really good to keep your maintain your time. But if I'm behind time, I'm always going to be behind time. And then luckily it happened to be a conduit, so it was either a conduit or a shield. Now the shield would suck because I would have to like gather and position myself to where I would chain them correctly and get them all together for me to shotgun all of them. So conduit was actually the best there. The only saddest part was that because I had to walk all the way around, and then I think I also split the blue one of the blues too much, and I couldn't step further forward because it was electrified or something. And so I lost time there because when I walked around the other way, the other two that were closer together, they split apart slightly. And then at the end there, I had to manually clear them. Luckily, they were very low HP. But yeah, that was so rough. Like, had the conduit killed the two, I would have been fine. It was just so close, that little bit, that was painful. And then I was really hoping for floor 2 being not so bad, and it ended up being okay. Like, and then I had to like thin out. Like, as soon as I saw the power, I was like, I better not make any mistakes. Because power, I had to kill the blue shielding dragon moths. Minimum. The problem was that there was just too much density. So I had to thin out 1/4 of that and then pray that I killed enough density that the power pylon could actually get the moths before they shield up too many times. And then I saw that it was a juggernaut that I spawned, so I clearly couldn't kill it with the power pylon, and I had to move forward. When I moved forward, however, I saw another yellow elite. That yellow elite actually pissed me off, but I had to stay calm because if it was a worse Rift Guardian than that, I would have probably gotten very, like, even closer on time. That yellow elite Moon Clan yellow that was arriving, like, near this shock tower, was actually really annoying. I had to, like, skip past it and not get procced. That's insane, though. I know I can do it. I just got, like, ripped off, like, twice. In this rift, I got ripped off twice, basically. Oof. Under 2100 is fun. And my gloves doesn't have good stats. The only thing that it's really likable is that it had the physical resistance that I need. And then the shoulder, I decided to use this one that I use in group play because I just wanted more, like 1% more than my other one. And this has a little bit of area damage that fire doesn't really need, but it's still like a little splash. So I had to use this. But the funniest thing of all is that you look at the augment, it's actually vitality, because otherwise I would be below even lower health pool. Because I'm playing at 952k life, I think. And my quiver is 10% less damage. So at any point in time, wherever you see that I got ripped off, just imagine how sad this quiver is, to where all those little HP where I got ripped off, this holy point shot only made it even worse. Okay? I had to like make up this 10%.
My name is Ash. When the if you have it, let's see the gem.
Yeah, I ripped one time though, minimum. He made it. Yes! 3 upgrades! Yes! Okay, okay. Now I'm really happy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That made up for those little bits.
I need to go back.
That made it up. Okay. It's really good.
Your skill has grown.
My training has paid off.
My training has paid off. I knew I was close every single time. Like, I just needed a right situation. Now I can relax because I got 145 down minimum, which is good. Wow, really? A 200%? That's cool. To watch me? Thank you, Andy. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad the energy helped, even though you were, I guess, lurking without me knowing. Oh, man. That's really good. That just that just means that I can actually uh I can actually relax. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. And you know what I'm gonna do for relaxing? Well, first of all, I'm gonna gamble for
Such a brave
shoulders.
soul. You look like you could use a new item of, do come back again. What? I didn't even know I had that thing. Let's see what happens, shall we? What a steal. I'll see you soon.
Wow, really?
Fortune favors the bold. Lucky you. What a steal.
Okay. I mean, I should actually work on whispers, but I'll probably do that next time. But it's time to try some wave of light. I missed this, but I'm not sure if I have the damage right now. Let's just try it for fun. No augments, right? Let's just try for fun. Did I do everything? Kind of. Alright. I haven't played this in forever.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I must wait to
I'm
use
pressing
that
too many
ability.
bells.
It is not ready yet. My strength returns. I will not do that. Ha! A vicious strike!
Oh, nice.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Channeling? Good.
It is not ready yet. The storm breaks. That ability is not yet recharged. I must heal. My injuries are less severe. It is not ready yet. That ability is
Okay.
not yet recharged. I must wait
This
to
bug
use
is
that
just
ability.
not flying to where I want it to, huh?
That ability is not yet recharged. Strike. It is not ready yet.
Yield.
This I must wait to use that ability.
I guess it doesn't matter.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. Beneath the endless
The Rift Guardian is here.
Of course it had to be this guy.
I must wait to use that ability.
$129 down.
It is not ready yet.
My name is Ash, and when the if you have, let's see what we can do.
I guess I'll just work on this. So you talked about... No, Alex. The roots. The roots of the conduit. It's more about your Orek stream.
The blood runs true within you.
Well done.
You're not understanding my paragraphs. When you use a Orek stream, you use it for the density, right? But at the end of the day, you still needed the conduit, right? So that's the root of the game. And so when we want Oryx, you want to use the density wisely, especially in Oryx, right? So the issue is that an Oryx stream is used for time attack. When you use an Oryx stream for a clear, it's just not good enough. Especially when Impale is like S minus or something like that. If it's an A tier, like A minus, so even A plus is still fine. And A minus, then the Oryx stream is fine. Anything below that is fine, right? So you're not understanding the paragraphs. Yeah, Carl. Yeah. Well, I had this because this was holding my gear. And then you look at my Paragon, right? One thing else that you have to look at is my Paragon. I don't have the damage. I need a shield to shotgun. If I need the shotgun, I'll use a shield to shotgun. So like I even said, had it been a shield instead of a conduit, the problem was that the elites were so spaced apart, especially that blue, the one that my conduit took the longest to zap at the electrified, that would not have been a kill with the shield. So I talked about it. I ripped on the first. I even analyzed it. I ripped on the first elite at the door, which I shouldn't have, right? I lost time there because I could have broken even. Had the 2 minion hulks died on time, I would have killed that that yellow elite Moon Clan, and it would be fine. And then I used the Ice Porcupines. I was breaking even for the most part. I was making up time the whole time because I lost time from that one. So I was breaking even at my Paragon, and my quiver. My quiver, right? If you look at my quiver, I have to make back 10% damage. So 2.1k Paragon, plus missing 5% multiplier, missing 4% elemental damage, missing 3% attack speed, that is more for fire. I have to make back 10% damage on top of 2.1k Paragon. I will have to play either a shield or a conduit. The shield would not have helped me kill that blue zombie mothers or whatever it was in that upper narrow where my conduit was trying to zap it, and I didn't fully zap it because I was zapping another thing as well. I was trying to zap both, but they weren't connecting. And so when you look at the situation, the root is of any gameplay is the conduit, right? The problem is always using an Oryx for not time attacking is the most problematic thing about an Oryx stream. Yeah, so I had to make back 10% damage. So there was no way, and the conduit didn't kill everything either. So there's that. The conduit didn't kill the last two because I had to waste time walking around without getting procced. I nearly had 0 deaths, by the way. Had I played more carefully and less forcefully on that first elite at the door, I would have been 0 rips, I believe, because I didn't think I ripped anywhere else. I think I got procced another time elsewhere. So it would almost have been a 0 rip, 2.1k, 145 fire. And ripping 0, if you can compare, now, I'm just going to say it because there are some people who play the 5 emeralds method, and when they did the 145, if they do use emeralds, they rip a lot. And their paragons are probably like 300 higher than mine. 200 to 300, right? And for 145, how many times do you usually rip? That's the better question. Because you also lose time if you rip continuously. I mean, sure, you can use the revive at checkpoint, but you also waste walking time. Aside from the Rift Guardian softcore gameplay of revive at checkpoint, right? And so I got 1406,
Must choose my skill.
but had I ripped more and more at 2.1k Paragon, I would have probably failed it. And if you rip too many times on a 145, you would fail it regardless, because you wouldn't have. Hey, thank you, Trap. Okay, hello everyone. How are you guys doing? I just got the 145 done on the Shadow Impale just now, and yeah, I'm just complaining about some things that are like, usually people have more paragons to do this, and the roots of it all is the conduit. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much. Chat Chains, how are you doing? I saw that you were playing Diablo 3 on your for a while as well. I think you played on and off several different times this season, I think. How's everyone doing? I'm taking a break from the Demon Hunter finally, and finally starting to play this monk instead. The only thing I need to fix is this 104, which I should actually go fix before I go. Hopefully. I need I need 19 or 20. Why are you giving me high crit hit damage when I need area first? Nice. Yeah, I just cleared the 145 on the Impale, and it is fun, but it's also not fun. Where is the... Can I get more than this area damage? I really need this area damage next to do anything. I'm stuck at this 13%. 12%. 14%. Anything higher? Finding same on the barb. Nice pylons at the right times. 150. Failed so many times. Just getting more guns to negate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So of course, well, obviously if I went for more paragons, but I would still need the conduit. But I have to play cleanly. Really? Do I have to roll off area to get an instant 20%? Because this is... I know that the text is covering, but I'm still only getting 14%. And this pair of gloves isn't even good. See, they're giving me 49, but I can't use crit hit damage here. I need the splash damage first. So if they give me 50%... Okay, there's the 20. Okay, good. Now I got my 111%. So just a little higher than 110. That's all I wanted. Well, if I really spent that much, I might as well try on this for the fire percent, right? It's not even ancient. Oops. I was reading something. It's the 1%. Oh well, that means I need to go for 20, right? I missed the fire 19. But yeah, for the barb, uh, you just need that. So the problem with, well, it depends on which build it is, but basically you end up having two, well, depending on how many you drag, right? Um, when you try to manually, let's say manually rending, you're not getting the kills on time
I require a new skill.
where you can stand on the Oculus ring to do even more damage. So you end up moving, and then when you move more and more, uh, you're gonna eat up the Pylon RNG as well. Oh, there's the Fire 20. Perfect. Yeah, so that's the difficult part. So 129 was okay. It was Gom, which luckily I had a shield. What was the time on it? So under 5 and no rips. So 3. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay.
Power, champion.
Let's see, what did I get? I see a
That
elite.
ability is not yet recharged. My mind is stronger. What you ask is impossible.
It's a jug.
I must wait to use that ability.
Why are there always too many yellow elites?
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Feel the wrath of Etar! It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. My strength returns. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Boom. Double kill.
It is
Conduit.
not ready yet.
Oh, I got a Shrieking Bats too.
Flaws are
Okay.
revealed. That ability is not yet recharged. My
Oh,
intellect
of course, spinners. Rip.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that endless tide. It cannot be done. It is not ready yet. The gods strike through me.
That was fun. That was a fun conduit.
That ability is not yet recharged. is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Really?
I must wait to use that ability. My injuries are too severe. That ability is not yet recharged.
99. Is there anything? Oh.
I will not do that.
The Rift Guardian is here.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
There we go. Pretty clean. Could have been better.
Hello.
That's the 132.
I need to go back.
You must choose my skill.
Your skill has grown.
The gods favor me.
2100. Woo! Alright, 132. Oh, it doesn't help. Because everyone has done it. Alright. It's ID. Aww. Alright, so I think it's gonna be a 134, unfortunately. Because it's not under 5 minutes. So, 134. Okay.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
Fire Shamans. I see a blue elite. Shielding.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Shielding is really bad. Can I just get rid of it now? Okay.
It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Yitar! I must wait to use that ability. not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Progress bar sucks.
That ability is not yet recharged. I need healing.
So annoying. Fire shamans are just so annoying.
It is not ready yet. I will return.
I think I'm dead. It's bad.
I must wait to use that ability.
Because I don't have life per hit on my Hiroshiros.
A vicious strike. It is not ready yet.
I keep seeing fire shamans everywhere.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. You are defeated. It is not ready yet. I must heal. It cannot be done. My injuries are too severe. That ability is not yet recharged. This fight is over. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that
Okay.
ability.
Need augments too, but it's okay.
The gods strike through me. That ability is not yet recharged.
Oh, really?
I need healing.
No. Not that guy.
It is not ready yet.
They're giving me the worst stuff.
This fight is over. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Break beneath the endless
Can't
tide.
see anything.
That ability is not yet recharged. I need healing. I must wait to use that ability.
Really? I wanted to take it, but then... Oh my god. Ah.
ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
The prophet will be pleased.
I must wait to use that ability.
Need more density than this.
That ability is not yet recharged. The endless tide. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. I grow weak.
Come on, man. Why can't you just die, like, right there? It's so simple.
I must wait to
And
use
I got to
that
get
ability.
procced again.
That ability is not yet recharged. Feel the wrath of Yitar! I must wait to use that ability.
Always Arcane.
It is not ready yet.
Oh, and then the frost arrived late.
I must wait to use that ability. I need healing.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Okay.
That ability is not yet recharged. What you ask is impossible. It is not ready yet. This fight is over. I must wait to use that ability. My strength fades. My strength returns. That ability is not yet recharged.
There you go.
I am skilled.
Sadly,
I need to go back.
that was forever because I had to skip some stuff. Hey Mufasa. Earlier I got the 145 Impale done, so I'm relaxing with
Well
Wave of
fought,
Light now.
Nephilim.
Oh, a new gloves, so it's gloves, the new fist weapon, so this is the other weapon. Okay.
Are
Alright.
you ready?
Shoulders.
I didn't even know I had
Continue
that
the
thing.
shoulders, grind. 6.
Fortune favors the bold. Well, isn't that nice? Hello there. What a steal.
Alright, so that was ripped. Need augments at some point, I guess. The biggest problem for me is that I'm too used to having life per hit on my weapon. And when I don't have life per hit on my weapon, it feels really bad. $135. And I have like probably like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on ancients. That hurts on the LoD gem. Okay.
Your power, champion.
It is not ready yet. That ability
It's
is
much
not
better,
yet recharged.
but not by very much. These guys are runners.
I must wait to use that ability. Your flaws are
Okay,
revealed.
they didn't run this time.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use
My
that
wounds
ability.
are frozen.
It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Utah. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait
One
to
down.
use that ability.
Down. Channeling.
It is not ready yet. This fight is over.
Is that a jug, or am I just...
That ability is not
Yielding.
yet recharged. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. The storm breaks.
5%.
It is not ready yet.
See a blue.
I must wait to use that ability. Your strength fails. That ability is not yet recharged.
Okay. Speed. What? Okay, shielding again.
I will not.
Okay, not spinners. that ring.
Use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Even killing this guy.
It is not ready yet.
Alright.
I must wait to use that ability. I must heal.
Really? After the 2 fight, he leads, I get hurt
It is not ready yet.
much more easily on
Beneath the
random.
endless time.
Double elite here.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Aid me.
Uh-oh.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Don't like that.
It is not ready yet. I have been healed. I must wait to use that ability.
Okay.
It is not ready yet.
Getting a little lost.
That
Power for the
ability is
Rift
not
Guardian,
yet
I guess.
recharged. It is not ready yet. It cannot be done. That ability is not yet recharged.
Really?
The Rift Guardian has found you.
I must wait to use that ability.
Got it. I had the overlap Oculus Ring and wow. I had that overlap. That was good. With the power. That little overlap was so good.
What do you need?
I need to go back.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Well done.
Alright. That was 135. This doesn't even have direct resist, which is annoying. This doesn't have direct resist, which is annoying. I mean, the pickup radius is nice though, because I mean, aside from obviously the 60-yard pickup already, but it helps with anything. At the end of the day, grabbing some elf globes and orbs more quickly. 135. So I think it's 137.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use
This
that ability.
obstacle is blocking my damage. Interesting.
It is not ready yet. Break beneath the endless tide.
Alright, that's my first elite is a yellow elite, and it's starting to feel really painful.
That ability is not yet recharged. The gods strike through me.
Man, I missed life per hit on the weapon.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. I grow weak. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I will not do that.
Okay, both down.
Revel in your victory.
It is not ready yet.
Okay,
I must wait.
6%
to use that
conduit.
ability.
For nothing? Okay, for 1.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Okay, what's the next floor? Okay.
It cannot be done. Feel the wrath of Yitad! I must wait to use that ability. I have been healed. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Used up way too much of the conduit.
It is not ready yet. Your strength fails.
Fallen? Okay.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Okay. enough. Nothing.
That ability is not yet recharged. Feel the wrath of
Illusionists. Frosts.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Like nothing around. Use as splash.
That ability is not yet recharged. The storm breaks. I need healing.
Gosh, man.
It is not ready yet.
It's like nothing to splash on. The life per hit from the bracer is not enough.
I must wait to use that ability. The storm breaks. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Overlap.
Reveal that ability is not yet recharged.
Power.
What you ask is impossible.
Okay.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. Ha! A vicious strike! It cannot be done. It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Newton! What you ask is impossible. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Just over there. I never imagined such a creature.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. The gods strike through me. That ability is not yet
The
recharged.
Rift Guardian is here.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
fun. But I used the power that way. That was the only fun part about that power pylon. I mean, why not? Right? Why not? It looked a little greedy. Well, a lot greedy. But, yeah.
Let's see the gem.
It's pretty fun.
I need to go back.
Oh, right. I think I should have clicked the other gem. Yep, I should have. I was too concentrated on that other gem. Got to that I was already on the tier for it. Alright, let's go for shoulders again.
Smiles on you. Don't forget, luck always changes. Anything could happen. Well, isn't that nice? You look like you could use a new item of... Ooh, that's nice.
Wow,
Can I have it back?
close. Should have definitely ranked up my enforcer. On accident, I didn't. So that's gonna hurt me in the next attempt. Only 138. Okay, Oryx 138.
I will not do that. My strength.
Wow.
I must wait to
That
use that ability.
that is some painful incoming damage.
It is not
This is gonna be painful.
the guns strike through me. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Oh, I somehow saw that
It is
grotesque.
not ready yet. A vicious strike. That ability is not yet recharged. I grow weak. My strength returns. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Wow. Really? shield.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Aid me. What you ask is
Feel the wrath of
Could have been 0 rips, but no.
It is not ready yet.
Juggernaut.
Nita has raised me to new heights. I must wait to use that ability. You are defeated.
Okay.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. A vicious strike. That ability
That
is
is
not
some
yet recharged.
disco.
It is not ready.
Maybe this is a little too much percent.
Your flaws are revealed. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Feel the wrath of
I get a
Utah.
99er. Nope.
It is not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Of course, it's this guy.
I must wait to use that ability. My injuries are too severe. It is not ready yet.
Gosh, I wish I had shield. This guy's so
That
annoying.
ability is not yet
I
recharged.
grow weak.
This guy's gonna eat up all my time.
I must wait to use that ability. I must heal. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I
My
must
will
wait to use
falters.
that ability.
Wow. That's annoying.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I grow weak.
Man, this guy's so annoying to play.
It is not ready yet.
Just hiding.
Injuries are too severe. Cannot be the end.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that
From a
ability.
5-minute becomes 9 minutes because of this guy. And then I think I overkilled the
It is not ready yet.
the progress bar before it, so I couldn't get a 4th pylon.
ability is not yet recharged.
Okay, that was pretty good on the Oculus Ring.
It is not ready yet.
Of course.
I grow weak. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I will return. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet my strength fails.
Of course.
I must
Secure
wait
my
to use
fire.
that ability. My strength fails. It is not ready yet.
Nice, thank you. Thank you for appearing right on my Oculus. Oh, that was all the time need, basically.
You have a gem?
And of course now it fails. Yep. Classic.
I am returning to town.
Excellent.
My mind is stronger.
Lots of transmogs. That's cool.
So, why are you? You're imaginative, aren't you?
That inner glow is really good. But that Orek stream was pretty good. I mean, it was fast, but I would have loved a shield for the boss instead. And then the one time I didn't upgrade beforehand, I would have gotten a few more percents for this fight. But anyway, 138 done. I think 139 is the next. And then I'll have to work on augments, I think. Even though the build is really, really strong, no question, right? It's the top one. But like, I'm just wasting more time by not augmenting first. So I'll augment for the next time around after this 139.
I wish
Okay.
you luck, hero.
I must wait to use that ability.
It's very painful though.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
Can I kill the Lacunis already?
It cannot be done. Break beneath the endless tide.
Okay. Good.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Okay. Sent.
It is not ready yet.
Oh.
Your strength fails to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Right.
I must wait to use that ability. The storm breaks.
Getting too many elite packs now.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Maybe I need to get some help.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. The storm breaks. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Okay. I mean that was not the help that I was asking for.
I must wait to use that ability. I must heal. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Okay.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. A vicious strike! I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Yutar! I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Really? Comedy comp?
It is not ready yet. This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged. I will not do that. My injury
Oh no. When was that?
I must wait to use that ability. This fight is over.
Realized that was a spinner.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. Ha! A vicious strike! That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. The storm breaks. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Break beneath the endless tide. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. Your strength fails. I must wait to use that ability. I am returning to town.
I am returning to town. I am returning to town.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
Is here.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. My injuries are too severe. That ability
Done.
is not yet recharged.
The Power Pylon greedy plays. It just saves more time against the Rift Guardian, right? I mean, if I had taken the power, I would have saved time playing, but at the same time, the Rift Guardian fight would have taken just as long. And I was watching the progress bar. I was a little worried actually because while I was playing that blue elite and yellow elite, had I overkilled, I would have gotten way too many percent progress there, and then I would have spawned it,
You must choose my skill.
and that was gonna be bad because my game plan was to come back for this power. Of course, when I was fighting here, I had like 3 elite packs or something like that, but I wasn't asking for a power pylon at that moment because I would have just played through this 3 elite pack regardless. But when I saw the power pylon, I was like, I might as well just leave one alive here so that I can spawn the Rift Guardian here instead with the power pylon. And since it's floor 1, it's also pretty close by to the entrance. I mean, it's not that close, but close enough. Then I decided to just play it that way.
Let's see the gem.
No rips. I mean, I got close several times because I didn't realize that that was a spinner there, even though I should have looked. I only saw the yellow. I was busy fighting the other elite that I was dragging into that intersection of the West March, and I didn't see the spinner until it started spinning. I was like, oh, I thought I could play both together, and then I got procced, obviously. And since it was a West March comedy comp, I didn't really want to play on that floor anyway, so the spinner only made it even give me even a higher assurance that I was gonna skip the floor, as best I can. And the channeling pylon obviously helped moving forward, right? And so that was pretty fun of a 139. But I think this is where if it doesn't upgrade too much more, it's not gonna be helpful. Okay, that's fine.
I need to go back.
But I think to make it faster, I'll just,
My
prepare
understanding
augments instead. Aw, I mean, it has this mech spirit there, but the damage range is too low. That's sad. This weapon was close, except, I mean, it's not close because its minimum is 6%, which is pointless. So there's like 3 pointless stats in here. Pointless. I'll just sanctify or whatever it's. I mean, I need souls though, so it's like, I mean, after sanctifying it for souls, would be better. But anyway, got the 139 down without augments. I mean, obviously you can play this whole build without augments. Less. On each of the procs outside of the Rift Guardian fight on Vesalius, I would have proc less. Now, of course, my health pool is not very high, so that would be the proc considering that I'm not augmented because dexterity is armor, right? And when you mouse over here, I'm below 90% armor. And so the incoming damage would be also due to the armor. And as well as my resistances because I don't have a lot of direct resist. Like, here's pickup. Where's the other pickup? Oh yeah, this one is helpful for ranged monsters, but I've been kind of like dodging playing against ranged monster types anyway. And so it doesn't really help me as much as it would normally help. I've been dodging more ranged monsters. And so, yes, it did help with some Lacuni Huntresses, but they hurt anyway. So it's not this 7% is very minimal against Lacuni Huntresses. Um yeah, so I'm lacking some direct resistances that would have helped. Luckily, my physical resistance is not the lowest, so it was less painful. But because I'm not augmented with the main stat, give around 90% armor, preferably closer to 94, but that's very unlikely with the lack of ancient items that I have. I've had some non-ancients here, like 4 or 5 non-ancients. Yeah, so 5 non-ancients, and so I'm missing way too many for the LoD gem. Um, Theoretically speaking, you want no less than 10 ancient pieces to get enough benefit from the LoD gem, and so I'm under par, obviously, and I'm lacking damage from that as well. Yes, strike back. I did. I did. I can go back to the screen and show you. I did. It it was a graveyard first floor. It was a graveyard first floor, but it was Ice Porcupine. So it was actually a little less. Yeah, it was a little less in danger. Well, a lot less danger. And then I did get the conduit for like 5 elite packs or something like that, but it didn't kill 2 of them. It hurt 2 of them down to like one was like 4%, another one was like I don't know 8%. So I had to manually kill those 2. But that's because I had to take all the way around, and then there was like a zombie mother or some zombie elite that was electrified that was hurting, so I couldn't zap them faster. And they were not as grouped up as I wanted them because I had to take the other way around the obstacles of the graveyard, so the conduit wasn't that great. And then, of course, even before that, at the beginning, I had a missile dampening yellow elite that I shouldn't have ripped, but the 2 minion hawks that were there was just dying too slowly, so I ripped, forcing my damage onto that one. But fast forward back after the conduit, it was floor 2 shock tower. Um, and what was I think it was X executioners or something like that. Was it? But anyway, I'll look back and write it out later. But I had a power pylon for 2 elite packs there. Uh, and wait, it was an execution. It was something else. It was more dense than that. But I had to take out some of the uh density around the power pylon first, and then I took out the shielding moth blue, and then I saw that the yellow champion was um I mean, it was not dying very quickly, so I had to like make sure that I didn't waste too much time. And then as I moved on, though, I saw another yellow elite that kind of took away some of my power pylon remaining. Because I had to move further away from the shock tower. And then I finally got the Rift Guardian to spawn. It was the poison. It was the Erathon, the poison corrupted angel, and I still had a bit of power remaining to uh pull some HP. And it was a much easier um Rift Guardian than a lot of the other annoying ones. So I got it done. It was like the 36th total try, I think. Today I tried basically 4 or 5 GR 145. So it's around the 36, and I got that under the 2100 Paragon.